GangRadio.com. Take over. Last mission. Final boss mode.
Oh, okay. So, yesterday we did a poll topic. So, and I gotta give credit where credit is due, cause the eye test niggas,
Pretty soon, like we were just like a department, like we're like the 13th floor in the ring building.
the IT
eye test niggas,
The eye test department came into my ear. You know what I'm saying? No, but they be looking out.
Pause.
Oh,
it's a Sunday for Christ's sake.
Oh my gosh! But they came through. So thought of a poll. We did a poll yesterday. And, for the novice level niggas out there, you know what I'm saying? So the question was, which attribute is more important to have if you're a novice level boxer? Would you rather have fighting instincts or athleticism? And which is more important for you to have if you're growing? And 83% said fighting instincts. So I think we have our answer.
Oh yeah, I mean definitely. I mean, I replied to it, and I thought that was a good question, bro.
I didn't think it'd be so one-sided. I thought there'd be some more. I should have said talent and athleticism.
I mean,
I think that would have been maybe had closer scores.
But because honestly, athleticism is athleticism is a good tool. I know most people are kind of negative about athleticism, but it is a really good tool for a fighter to have, because you do want your fighters to be athletes. I mean that was a mentality that's always been pressed to me, in the gyms I've been in, but. You gotta have some skill. You gotta have some, athleticism, because athleticism fades. One day you can be the fastest cat in the world, or you can have head movement out of this world, or movement out of this world. All of a sudden you slow down, and bam, you're getting caught with some shit.
Man, hold on, we just finished talking about the whole Roy Jones fight, bro. Chill.
But from my response, I put athleticism will allow you to jump ahead of the learning curve. As you're learning the sport for a good while. But it still has to be tempered by skill and brain. That's how I always feel. You should athleticism is still told you can still use it and to the best of it. But if you don't ever develop the fighting instincts, something bad can happen.
I think a perfect example of this is a guy like Amir Khan. Amir Khan is a perfect example when I think of that, as a guy that he had the hand speed, the athleticism, but he didn't have fighting instincts, and it showed. He didn't have a feel for boxing. It's different.
I think it's the skill more, because fighting instinct is something that you kind of have or you don't. You could develop it, but it's kind of like talent in a way. You have a predisposed amount.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and I think it was more of a skill thing with Khan, because it would remember his feet, all that shit. I mean, the fighting instincts too, but I don't know. That's more ring IQ thing. You don't think Khan was a fighter?
I mean, Khan had. I think really this thing is when he got hit with him, he didn't really know what to do. Khan was just
he would run.
Or when he would hit someone with a nice shot, he would leap in and then not follow up with anything meaningful, silly things, it was just weird. Watching him was just weird. Watching him sometimes be feeling watching some of the niggas at the gym, that they got the hand speed and shit like that, but they don't know what to fucking do with it because they don't really have the instincts, have a feel for it.
Yeah, they'll look good in glimpses. You'll watch them for 30 seconds. You'll be like, okay, all right, okay. You come back 10 minutes later, you're like, the fuck? You come back 15 minutes later, you're like, Okay, yeah, one of them. You see the hand speed, and it make you think it's, they're more skilled. We start equating hand speed to skill.
Oh boy, I'm about to hear. This nigga does not like hand speed at all. Does not always bashing niggas with hand speed.
Yeah, he about that. I'm waiting for the Gary Russell Jr.
Wait, hold on. Y'all think I got something against hand speed?
I ain't say it. He said it.
I don't. If you notice, like most of the fighters I ever admired, were pretty fast.
I actually have a problem with hand speed. Not like hand speed in itself, but like hand speed is the blessing and the curse, because you have a lot of niggas that, yes, they have fast hands, but like they don't throw like there's no meaning to any punch that they throw. There's no psychology behind it. They just throw fast combinations just to throw fast combinations. Same rhythm, don't switch it up. It's like fucking it's like when I used to play Street Fighter and I would just mash the button and I would just punch as fast as I can. That's what it would feel like. Like, nah.
Damn, you just described Gary Russell Jr. but I'm the hater though.
Nigga, damn.
But I'm the fucking hater. You just described the whole Lomachenko Russell fight.
I knew that shit was coming.
You had got the new controller and it had turbo on there, but it was defective and the turbo button got stuck, and all you could do was fight fast. But that means you lose fast too, because that's all you could do. But yeah, man. But fighting instincts is something that I felt like real life shit. Like that's why I guess Fight Night was so raw, because the career mode was like on some real life shit. Like everybody has a certain level, and you have to build upon it. Like I think everybody has a certain level of fighting instincts. Then some people have none. Mm-hmm. But I feel like fighting instincts can make the transition to boxing better than athleticism can. Although athleticism is how good you could really do something on a physical, strenuous type of way.
Right.
And, boxing is physical. But I guess boxing's more fighting than physical. And if you're already thinking on some fighting instinct, boxing's mind, you're closer to being to your target, right?
We've seen fighters with high athleticism get outboxed by cats we don't perceive as being athletic. I mean, it's pretty common. It's happened before. So and then also we've seen the other way around. We've seen cats with hyper athleticism just beat the crap out of cats who actually have those fighting instincts, who have those technical skills and everything like that. So I mean, it goes both ways.
Yeah, because look, a good example of fighting instincts is like, and I'm trying to use examples of people who are just, that's like their main thing. That's like pure fighting instincts. Chris Eubank Jr.
I was gonna say Marquez had great instincts, had great fighting instincts.
Yeah, but he got all the other shit too, though. I was trying to break it down so like when people listen, they could be like, so they could really understand the example. But yeah, Marquez, yeah, definitely that is a great example. But the thing is, Marquez has skill and talent that goes hand in hand with that. I don't think Eubank has like the skill to go with the fighting instinct, so he don't get the most out of it.
Yeah, no, and his is sad because his father was a pretty damn good boxer. Like, he was a skilled boxer.
Yeah.
So you're wondering, like, why, like, and he's a gym rat too. Like, he's always in the gym. Like, you see his videos. Like, he has his videos out there. He trains hard, but it just seems like it's just more like.
I think he just likes fighting, bro.
Yeah, I mean, like it almost comes off as like play fighting. I don't want to say play fighting, but like playing the role but not being it. If you get what I'm saying, like.
Yeah.
And that's
like fighting instinct. Like he really likes to fight. You could tell. Like you see it, and he's passionate about it. And you might could say he's, he has some athleticism to him. He has some talent, but the skill is like way not where it's supposed to be. So when I look at Chris Eubank, all I see is fighting spirit, fighting instinct.
I mean, low key, that's kind of like honestly what I'm like worried about. The book is still out, the jury's still out on me. But for Ryan Garcia, I get those vibes sometimes. I'm still waiting to see if he proves me wrong. But I'm just getting.
No, you
Athleticism vibes from Ryan Garcia than anything.
But like not the instinct. I'm saying like the instinct. So,
Yeah. I don't see the fighting instincts in him like that.
yeah, no, like I mean, the one time that I would want,
I see talent and athleticism.
right, like, yeah, and the one time I really wanted to see that in Garcia, he almost lost to a journeyman. So it's just like, we don't know if he's actually improved from that just yet, because he like pretty much his athleticism has been carrying him to some pretty good knockouts. I'm not gonna like shit on his knockout
because he got the hand speed, he got the talent. Like you can see that kid's talented as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
He got the hand speed, he got the athleticism, the fighting instincts. Yeah, like the pulling straight back, the dropping your hand sometimes. Like,
I don't know if there's a correlation, but I feel like a lot of times guys that don't have that fighting instinct also don't have that quote unquote dog in them. So like that's also another thing. I've kind of thought about that myself. Like I don't know why there's a correlation between it, but for some reason
I feel you.
Funny, before you said that, I was going to say my example was Israel Madrimov, because like we all seem like dude has. I mean, we all say he looks like a hybrid version of Triple G or whatever, but in his last fight, obviously that wild ass fight he had with Eric Walker, like I mean, dude,
his step up fight.
Yeah, his step up fight. Dude looked like at times he was just getting soundly outboxed. And I mean, dude just basically had to fight harder. It wasn't like he made like a real.
Because that's the thing, because he's talent and athleticism. Like,
right.
I don't know if the fighting instincts is there. Like a guy like fighting like if you put Chris Eubank fighting instinct into one of these guys, you're talking about future Hall of Famers.
Right.
Because that's how high his fighting instinct is to go get you. Like Margarito's another one. High level fighting instinct.
Yeah,
the athleticism is like way lower though.
Yeah, it really was. Except for his stamina though, that dude's work rate was off the charts.
Yeah. So Andre Berto is another one who the talent he has athleticism.
Yeah, he never developed the fighting instincts, dude.
I mean,
he got some dog in him there.
But then on the other side, you have
kind of rare in that.
You have the same coin, Victor Ortiz. All that talent, no fighting instincts, definitely no dog in him. Just a dormant puppy. But that's you already know what that is. But
because Berto, he has a colossal performance. He has the Ortiz fights. I mean, I know he lost one, but he still showed dog. So, whereas Khan, I don't think. But then on the flip side, Berto, he's had the Devin Alexander fights. He's had the Porter fights where it don't look like he.
I'm sure they don't do that.
Like he wants to be there.
Yeah. Yeah, I still don't understand how he beat Devin Alexander. I don't, because I didn't see that. I didn't see it.
I think like how we say like Top Rank has its favorites.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly feel like Berto is like one of Heyman's favorites.
Oh yeah, he was his first. He was the first person. No, he's the second person that Heyman managed after Vernon Forrest. So he's a OG for Al Heyman. So
I feel like Berto is always going to get looked out for, and it kind of fucked over Devin Alexander's career for me. Like,
I mean that should have. Yeah, what happened after that was just it's sad. Like I mean,
Alexander should go to Top Rank.
Facts.
Because y'all fucked up having a good name. Like that could have been the Crawford fight. Like y'all, y'all fucked that up.
Yeah, you can't sell him, when you have a draw of Ortiz, which he probably should have won, although it was a competitive fight, and then you job him to Berto, man. It's a horrific situation. But let me not go.
Yeah.
I'll get too angry about that.
Yeah, y'all got any more examples of dudes who just pure fighting instincts, nothing else, or that's where they mark their highest at?
Oh God, I mean, I want to say Robert Guerrero too.
That's a good example.
You know, yeah, because
Fighting instincts, yeah, I would say that.
yeah. It's funny, yeah, because he had fighting instincts though. But one thing about I mean, dude, he has fighting instincts though. But dude, yeah, he used to take some ass whoopings.
And he's had some hard fights. Like
Same thing.
I didn't fight. It was hard.
I was gonna say, you can say, Salido had great fighting instincts.
Yeah.
Some of the best fighting instincts I've seen.
Yeah, I mean, you have that, and he still managed to will himself to a victory over Lomachenko. You know, so it's like, you know.
Yeah, I think Timothy Bradley's another one.
Yes, because
fighting instincts.
Yeah, because there are fights. I cannot believe how Bradley actually stumbled one of his fights though. But dude, he got himself into shape.
He's a real fighter. Like, yeah, fighting instincts are. But you know what? His athleticism ranks high too.
Oh yeah, like
it's like neck and neck, really. Like I think both of them kind of bring out the best of each other. Yeah,
because like prime Tim, like if you ever see Timmy's training videos, them shits are intense. Like I mean, dude's training videos were crazy. You know, because I mean,
Bradley. Also a guy with very good fighting instincts, Sean Porter.
Yes.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm. And he credited. I just want to throw this out just to fuck with LB. He credits football with helping that with his instincts.
Yeah, I can see that. The movement.
Yeah, you know, because like I mean, Porter is one of the strongest fighters.
You've had some good footballers, you know, transition into boxing though. But I'm talking about footballers from like high school level, and I'm not talking about a Dominic Brazil. I'm talking about like a James Toney.
Right. Yeah, but Tony was more of a, you know, because Tony, you know, was like it took him like two years max to really to be a high level boxer. Like, you know, he was like dude was a natural. Like Tony was an absolute natural. That expanded.
Yeah, his fighting instincts is like unreal. Like
yeah. And Tony was a freak of nature on that aspect.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so yeah, I mean, fighting instincts, athleticism, like I said, you know, yeah, I mean, fighting instincts are good. Like it's good to have them, you know, and it's also good to have athleticism. Like basically, you just gotta have a balance of both. You know?
Yeah, it's always good to be balanced, but I say it like this: like if you was giving someone to train right now and show them what you know in boxing, and impart what you got to impart on them, and they could come to you with one of those being much higher than the other, what would you prefer that they have? You rather hold on, I'm not done. You rather have them be super athletic so they could do all your fucking Spartacus workouts?
I feel like at that point, like high athleticism is a knock now. Like it's more of a curse than a gift.
Only because we're having high level fights where it's being exposed, like to the like. I mean,
because guys are having that and nothing else, or everything else is like is way lower.
Yeah, like Deontay Wilder, unfortunately, let's say, you know, when you get exposed, I wouldn't say
Wilder's not even athletic to me like that. Like he's just a smaller guy.
No, he is athletic, but he's not boxing athletic, if you get what I'm saying.
Man, fuck all. I do not get athletic is athletic.
No, because some athleticism doesn't like translate into boxing. Like fucking Gerald Washington.
Yeah, you know the funny thing.
You don't even come across athletic. Like what the fuck?
You know what's funny too, because it reminds me, like Joe Frazier wasn't necessarily athletic, because I remember because back in the day they used to do those competitions where athletes would do all those like Ironman competitions and stuff like that, and I remember I was watching something on YouTube with Joe Frazier, and like Joe couldn't lift like the others and he couldn't swim like the others.
See, and that's the thing. That's what true athleticism is. It's like how and talent, you know, goes hand in hand with athleticism. It's like how good you're able to do something on the fly, like, or how good your ceiling to be if you had to learn multiple sports and shit. And I get what you're saying. Like, there's certain sports that don't showcase certain athletic abilities.
Actually, Frazier might be the best example of someone with fighting instincts out the world, but not the athleticism.
Yeah. With that energetic pace, boy, you would think he was athletic.
You know what I'm saying? Like dude, I mean, dude, with the exception of Foreman, like, you know, dude gave hell to a lot of fighters that were probably more athletic than he was. You know, I'm glad I was able to bring him up as an example. He doesn't get enough mention. You know.
Yeah. Cause think about it. Cause the dudes I know who I would say are real athletic, and I've only met a few in my life where I would say like, yeah, that nigga, he's like talented. Like I once knew a dude. He was good at fucking damn football, basketball. He could mess around with soccer. Mm-hmm. You get out there and play damn baseball or softball, he could damn hit a home run. I taught him how to box. He was able to mimic my style and box southpaw and everything. He just slapped me with his punches though. That's the only fucking thing. But everything else, the head movement, all that shit, the footwork, everything. So I'm like, to me, I was like, this nigga's a true athlete, because I feel like if you gave him the basics for everything, you're like, ah, damn, I could do something. Whereas there's some people, it don't really, like, I could show them how to do boxing, and they won't be able to do that as good as they can play basketball or other shit, and vice versa.
Right.
So it's like Rome, to me, he's an example of someone who I feel like who has good fighting instincts, and I've told him this a bunch of times. But I wouldn't say he's like, and we'll talk shit and joke. Like, I would say his fighting instincts is higher than his athleticism. And I've seen him play basketball, and he's pretty good. And he's more of a football player, and I've seen him do a little of that just on some, like, you know, niggas catching the ball and moving, and it's like, But with boxing, I'm like, damn, this nigga, see, like, he could naturally do that better than all of that shit.
Yeah, sometimes it be.
So sometimes it be like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd rather have someone who has fighting instincts, because I feel like, from my personal experience, they pick up explanations better, and I think you could kind of train them, like, you could have a better rapport and go at a faster rate, because they'll do little certain shit that they don't know that they're doing, and then when you point it out to them, they're like, oh wow, okay, then you can hone it. Just how, like, talent has a way of sometimes manifesting or doing something, and you're like, damn, how he do that? Or damn, why did he do that? Then they're like, I don't know how I did it, but then you could retrain him. You could break it down and like, okay, he did that because of this, that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but athleticism is good though, like shit, because like if because after that you're looking at temperament, because if you get somebody who can play all these different sports and they love boxing shit, nigga, you got some on your hands.
Yeah, but I think in this generation, like, I mean, I think part of the reason why, let's say, fighters like Frazier, also too, Marvin Hagler was also not the most, believe it or not, was not the most athletic person either. Like, you know, but then they had to learn their craft, right, in Philly of all places. So that's why. So I think back then, even if you weren't athletic, though, they made you have to really learn your craft. I don't see that going down in this generation as much.
Nah, you see athleticism play out more.
Right, exactly. Because I mean, I think it was more like the fundamentals. Anything else was really drilled into you, and then obviously the type of fights that they would get into. Like, you know, you needed those fighting instincts. I don't see that type of urgency in this generation to actually develop them like that.
Nah, because you know what? I don't think the earth is getting, like, we're not, like, people not giving birth to, like, people with fighter instincts.
Right.
Like, the reason why I say that, because of the matchmaking.
Yeah.
Guys aren't moving like they have natural fighter instinct.
Hell no.
Like a guy like Spence, like, I think he has high fighting instinct. I think he's moving like a fighter. You know, Teofimo Lopez, like, you know, you see him in certain spots. But I think athleticism and talent is at the forefront right now. Yeah. Whereas before, you know, me and Pat, we from the era where you know, Salido and all these guys who are just fucking fighters.
Yeah, exactly.
Just want to beat your ass, like Vince Phillips fighting instinct, like a fighter, like.
Right.
And there was no shame in it, like. But when you see somebody at the top level with fighting instinct, it's a marvelous thing, and I gotta shout out Crawford for that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
he has pure fighting instinct.
Crawford has both. He has instinct and athleticism. You know what I'm saying? So he's got like, and same with a guy like Thurman. Thurman has instincts and athleticism. So it's good when you see guys with both.
And honestly, I feel like Crawford, I think his fighting instinct is higher than his athleticism.
Yeah, because
I don't even see him as an athletic dude like that.
No, he's pretty athletic.
Yeah, he's athletic, but like when
he's not super athletic. He's not super athletic, but he's athletic.
Yeah. Like when I look at it, like a nigga like Zab is like athletic as fuck to me. Like,
yeah, no, Zab was strong as fuck in his prime. Probably still is strong as fuck too. Like, I mean, dude was like 140 pounds, and he's over there fucking around with 130-pound dumbbells and shit like that in each hand, like.
And just the way he move and
Yeah, dude.
I look at all of that shit, like. Yeah, that's why I want to see Crawford test that fighting instinct and the athletics, all that shit against better opponents. So, but yeah, like I thought this was a good little subject, topic to switch up shit.
Yeah, no, it was, man. I dug this, man. I dug this a lot.
I'm trying to give y'all one more like this, like at least once a week or something,
For sure.
For all the people who box or have any type of and I say novice because that's the level everyone is going into it.
Yeah, no one has experience going into boxing. You can't. If you think you are, you'll get broke down really quick.
And even like I've gotten to the point where like when I was going before COVID, when I was going to the gym and I was working with even lesser novice level fighters, and I would see like certain things that would show like the instinct wasn't there. They didn't understand boxing. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like you pick up on it as you go, and then you're able to see it if you're in the gym.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like, cause a lot of times instinct is when you start throwing jabs at somebody and they find a way how to get out of the way of the punch, whether it's the wrong or right way, that's instinct.
Right.
Or just how to throw certain punches. Like I remember when I was working with this dude at the gym, we were sparring, and he hit me with a good shot, and I went backwards, and then he thought like he was like the beginner in him, he was just wanted to rush me and just throw punches, but like he was smothering his own work, so like he wasn't effective at all, and like that's what I'm talking about with the fighter instinct.
Wait. You were sparring Tim Bradley? He said he hit you with a good one, then he smothered his work.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you get headbutt?
No, thankfully. I learned my lesson with the headbutts.
Oh shit. Novice. I mean, everyone's a novice. Like fighter instincts, athleticism. Just so it's good. I mean, to have a good each to have each of it, but the extremes though, you'll end up with mixed results all the time.
Shit, you get mixed results with two extremes too.
Yeah.
That should start leading and turning into other poles.
Oh man, that's why you call boxing the theater of the unexpected. You just never know what you're gonna get from these fighters.
That's always preach balance, man. It's good to have a balance because they all work together.
Mm-hmm.
If you get pure fighting instincts, then you got the Eubank.
Yeah.
If you got pure athleticism and nothing else, you got Linares or somebody.
Yeah, that's a good one.
You know what I mean? If you got talent and nothing else, and you got like Berto, nigga, someone, dude, one of the godfathers of the uppercut season, nah.
Yeah, no, that's Zab. I mean, I wish you would have said Zab.
Berto throws some great uppercuts, bruh. Stop hating.
No, never.
Oh man, that's one thing Birdo could do is throw that damn uppercut. Like,
Yes, he can do that. That or
man, like I don't know how Ghost ate all them shits in that fight.
so. Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, Ghost had. That's when Ghost had a chin, but when he stepped it up to a more when he faced his.
Nah, when you deal with some, the lighter shade of Florida niggas down here, throwing those Terminator bombs at you.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean when he fought the unknown Japanese fighter, we always preach that,
Martinez. When you knock somebody out, did you hit him again to wake him up?
Yeah, no, I mean that was after the third fight. That was after the Japanese fight. That was after the bird fight. Yeah, that's the whole.
Yeah, because Kamagai was like the downhill.
No, Kamagai's the one who took his prime. That was the fight where I said, Ghost is not going to be same after that because Kamagai hit his ass.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like after the Kamagai fight, Ghost kind of went downhill from there.
Yeah, like dudes, and then Thurman pretty much put him to bed, and then
no, but I think Thurman put the stamp on him though. Like,
yeah,
really, like if you didn't notice it from the Kamagai fight, like it was evident from because remember Thurman, we all thinking he gonna beat his ass anyway. Shit.
Yeah, it did too, but Thurman could have stopped him if he didn't gas out from handing out so much ass whooping.
I don't even blame him after 9 rounds and dropping them shit.
Yeah, it was like. Yeah, then after that, Ghost went downhill fast. No matter what you see after that Ghost was done after.
Yeah. That's why it's like it's hard to give credit to people for beating Ghost after Thurman did.
Yeah, really, but he shouldn't have never lost to the cab driver though. That was just like.
Yeah, but I'm saying.
And I'm pissed too because
it's like how long? It's like you gotta remember how long are some of these wins gonna be good for? Like, I'm not gonna give Joppy no damn props for beating Duran.
I don't know. All I know is Peralta. I said Peralta was gonna beat Ghost, and I was gonna put money on that, but I was packing for my vacation. I forgot to put down, and he was plus 3,000. I was like, damn it. And that was like the biggest odds for that year too. Like that was like the biggest upset win gambling wise.
Damn.
I was like, fuck! I could have won some money off that shit. Yeah, I was so heated.
Stop being a degenerate.
Hey, I'm cool now. I don't gamble as much. I can't anyways because
all these robberies, man. Shit, I don't know.
Yeah, boxing is a little bit too unstable right now for me.
I can imagine now I'm putting money on that Corte Forrest fight.
Yeah. That's stuff that you get pissed about. I can't. That's why I'm cool.
Losing a bet and somebody got robbed. Oh man, but it's like it don't feel good when you picked it right because you just got lucky. Like. Yeah. There's no lucky punches, only lucky predictions.
That's a slogan. Trademark that shit, nigga.
No lucky punches, just lucky predictions, folks.
Yes, and that's timestamp. So if any of y'all want to use that, LB said that shit November 22nd, 2020 at 12:47 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if y'all want to be copying shit and you don't give credit to the originator, we'll get you.
Ring gang.
But
DM you a screenshot saying, "Is that your address here?"
Oh yeah, but let's get ready to get up out of here, man.
Yeah.
Some final thoughts, man. LB, man, you got any final thoughts, bruh?
Oh man, Ring Gang forever and ever. ringgangradio.com. Y'all make sure y'all check this out. New Forgotten Fades article.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Raul Balbi and Leonard Doreen won. It's a title fight from back in the day. Y'all gotta check that out. The videos up, articles up from yours truly, Pat Scorpio, the New England representative.
Yes, sir.
You already know what time it is. Shout out to the rest of the gang, the whole squad. DZ, Prolific, Clanarchy, PJ, Rome. Alone is out on all streaming sites. Y'all check that out. New single, Alone, produced by Dead Bass Records, and working on the cartoon, working on the Ring Gang video game app. Just a whole bunch of fly shit that, just keeping us busy.
Mm-hmm.
So just make sure you subscribe, like the video, share, comment, all that shit. Tell your friends and keep it moving. This box.
This box, always, man. AOP, man, you got any final thoughts?
I mean, you already know what it is. Ring Gang all day, every day, twice on Sunday. I'll say it again, Ring Gang Radio all day, every day, twice on Sunday.
Yes, sir.
So you already know where to find us on ringgangradio.com. Real shit.
Real shit.
That's right.
Hey! But Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, hit us up. Forgotten Fake article up. Go fuck with that. You know what I'm saying? Go fuck with Alone. New single. Show the word for God. Go artist. He go the hardest.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Man, you already know. That's all I got to say about that.
Awesome. And then, I don't got anything more to really add on to what he has already said, except, just make sure, in this era of COVID, if you're gonna meet up with your family in this week, just make sure, keep it small and everything like that. Just try not to spread COVID. And for the ones that do celebrate it, obviously, we hope you have a happy Thanksgiving or Turkey Day, or however, if you don't believe in Thanksgiving, but you do believe in eating, like most of us do. Happy Turkey Day.
Dude, you know what country? You know what the state of the world in? Are you talking about having happy Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Bro. I mean, I'm trying to be positive, my nigga. What the fuck? Can I be positive, nigga? Damn, I just mentioned COVID, but yes,
I was positive we was gonna get Mayweather Pacquiao in 2013 or 12 or some shit.
I mean, that's a different topic.
Hey, hold on. I'll say this: at least the Gucci Man Jeezy battle was the only battle ever that was 15 years that we waited so long for, and it ended up being better than we all thought it would be. So, Jeezy and Gucci battle was better than Floyd Pacquiao fight. I'm just be honest. Yeah, it was.
I mean, it was more entertaining, more fuckery.
It was more entertainer and everything. And they ain't hide it from the public on some we ain't gonna have the weigh-ins and shit to the press and to the people. So yeah, I had to throw that out there. Boxing, y'all stop fucking up and marinating and over marinating and all that shit. Hip hop can't be damn doing shit for 15 years ago and come back and just do some shit like that. So hopefully y'all get it right on this damn Tyson Roy Jones fight, because that's the only other thing boxing got for 15 years that y'all trying to repackage now.
Facts. Oh yeah, that's the perfect way to wrap that shit.
Crazy how it's they're both a week from each other.
Yeah, man. That's
this fight was supposed to happen in 2003. I'm telling y'all, Tyson Jones. So
yeah, man.
I guess 2-3 years before the whole Jeezy Gucci beef started.
Yep, and that's how the cipher gets completed. Words bond.
Amen.
Yeah. So, for myself, past corporate and living representative, for LB, Shut Up With the God, the GOAT artist, for King P, Bodega P, this has been another wonderful episode of Real Talk, where, as always, it's shit's real, we talk about it. So, until next time, peace.